Over the last couple of days I've been playing through more Far Cry 5. As you're probably aware, I love the game, but it did start to get a little repetitive, so I had a little break. Well, that and God of War came out. Anyway, today I thought I'd bring you some of these smaller Easter eggs in the game that I thought would be worth sharing, along with some interesting bits of information about Faith Seed's past. These Easter eggs aren't mind-blowing by any means, but they're definitely worth sharing in my opinion. First up, we're going to be taking a look at a couple of the game's weapon descriptions. Now, I've already made a video looking at some of the funny descriptions for the weapons in this game, but these two I have here are pretty obvious references that I've failed to spot until now. First up, we have a red and black skin for the Thunder Gun inspired Magnopulsar called Dark Maul, an obvious reference to Darth Maul from Star Wars.
We'll handle this.
We'll take the long way.
The next skin that contains a reference is the Warp Zone skin for the Bolted Pipe. The skin is a green colour, so this one is an obvious reference to the famous warp pipes from the Mario series. Moving on now to a reference I found in one of the game's notes. This one can be found at the grain mill and contains a line, "I've got you in my sights," a reference to Soldier 76's ultimate line from Overwatch. Just a side note here, you know how it seems that nearly every game contains a Dark Souls reference? I think it won't be long before Overwatch references start popping up in other games as well.
I've got you in my sights.
Finally, we're going to take a look at a few of the ringing phones in the game. Now, you'll probably come across these phones as you explore Hope County. They can usually be heard ringing as you approach. Today, I want to share a couple I'd found where we get to hear from Faith Seed herself. Now, before I go any further, this section will contain spoilers for the game, so do tread carefully. The first phone can be found at this location on the map, and here's Faith talking about babies.
Baby is a sack of screaming, shitting, crying impulses with no personality, no thoughts, no understanding of the world beyond feelings. It has no soul. You have to give it one. The only soul we ever have, we receive from others. And it is only others who can take it.
The next is found at Eden's convent, and this phone call reveals Faith's real name to be Rachel. She also explains how she has buried Rachel deep inside of her, allowing Faith to fly.
Rachel's so sad and alone. Once was lost, never found. She led a faithless life and it brought her low. Faith rose up in her, but Rachel stayed low down. Faith flies divine, and Rachel gropes around in the darkness. I left her there a long time ago.
The third and final phone call can be found at this location and is just Faith/Rachel sobbing. It's very clear that Faith has been through some serious stuff. I'd love to know if any of you have found any more recordings or notes detailing Faith's past. If you have, leave them in the comments down below. I think she's an extremely interesting character, and while she's made up to be very manipulative and deceitful in the game, a part of me does feel sorry for her. Anyway, that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, then a like is really appreciated. Thank you for all your support recently. It's been crazy. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.